I don't know about you guys, but when I feel a little bit burned out after doing 2 world conquests back to back, I go to very weird mods and try to revive countries that haven't existed since the goddamn Iron Age. So today we're playing Assyria in Red Flood. The link to the mod is in the description. It will probably also be in the title, so people can stop asking me what the mod is. Alright, so what do we have here? Oh, well damn, I thought those were my factories, but no, this is my manpower. 15 goddamn people is not even a full classroom. We are gonna be in trouble. We only have 800k core population, damn. So the thing with Red Flood is that I haven't played this mod in a couple years. I did play it a lot when it came out, so I don't really know what country it got updated recently, but I know for a fact that Assyria probably didn't, because this is the whole focus tree. But I remember playing it a while ago and I had a lot of fun, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. So let's begin with the oldest homeland. The people around us seem to be fighting. Well, that's not good. The Middle East is not stable. Well, it's not a new one, but wait a minute. Do they... Oh no, the USA is not involved. Well, what do you say about this now, liberals? Isn't it a little bit interesting? Hey yo, Editor Chris here. Just dropped by to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Because, you know, you cannot get to 8 million subscribers if people don't actually subscribe to you. Also, you got a link in the description of my Patreon, where you can start supporting me for the low price of $1 single. I don't know, just think about it. You don't need to do anything, just think about it. Okay, thanks for listening to me, and back to the video. I thought I got the biblical part of my focus tree done, but I cannot continue any further. I don't know what's happening. There is nothing else here that I can do, so I guess we will have to wait. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Benjamin the 19th dies and it's replaced by Shimon the 21st? How many goddamn rulers did this little nation have? They were literally erased from the face of the earth for 2000 years. Not even France had that many rulers, and they have been a thing for 1000 years or something like that. I think they only got to like Louis the 18th. Does this gentleman have a top hat, or is it just some kind of Middle Eastern headwear? Okay, well, he wasn't there for long at least. Oh no, we got a guy with a mustache instead. We all know what guys with mustaches are capable of. Anyway, let's set up a democracy. Yeah, of course. That's what we're gonna do, democracy. Don't even worry about it. We are gonna go with the Ascendance of Petros, because this path unlocks the spicy path, the Iron Age mindset, which might be the mindset of sacrificing your child so that you can get a little bit of rain. But that thing doesn't really fly on YouTube, so just pretend I didn't say that. Anyway, let's get a military factory and 8 steel. And let me hire an army offense expert. So I am not that good at doing math, but I might know a thing or two about stealing other people's land, because, you know, I'm Romanian, and Kurdistan, right to the north of us, only has like 3k manpower and only 4 divisions. Well, now they have 5 tiles that they need to protect, and if you're not like some kind of Hearts of Iron 4 god, that's a little bit difficult when you only have 4 divisions. So I'm currently training 2 more divisions, and then I will declare war on them because they have my cores. Those 2 states. So until the 2 divisions are done, I'm gonna get a 4th research slot, Blessing of Black Gold, and Civilization Coming Home. It's not gonna help me that much, but the army experience gain is pretty good. Also, Russia is at war with itself. Japan conquered some shit, or at least they went to war with somebody, and Spain is doing mid-30s Spanish stuff. What the fuck? Why does he look like this? Okay, I'm not gonna comment on that. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a Belgium here like 2 minutes ago? Well, at least Wallonia was. I think it's very funny that Eurasia looks like this. And the only thing in the Americas that is changed is this state that belonged to Peru. Oh my god, South American action, let's go. Who are you guys betting on? The Bolivians, who have 4 divisions, or the Paraguayan, who also have 4 divisions? Oh yeah, the new Hearts of Iron DLC got announced. Brazil, Argentina, and Chile will get a full-fledged focus tree, and Paradox said that Paraguay and Uruguay will have minimal content. So I don't know what that means, but I think they will only get like small focus trees how AUSA has in by blood alone, or maybe just no focus tree at all, which would be a bit sad because I still want the Paraguayan Ottoman Empire to be a thing. Actually, let's do something, guys. Let's boycott the new DLC. Everybody refund. Nobody buy it, please. I will refund mine because I already bought it because I have a very weak will. So yeah, just don't buy it until they add Paraguayan Ottoman Empire. They have to, come on. Spread the word. Oh, this is good. The Persian Civil War started. I was worried there a little bit because they have a claim on this state. What the fuck? The Jobless People's Party? And they are ruled by a guy named Cox. Oh, they are third party. That sucks. Come on, guys. The two-party system was going great. They were definitely not the same guys who were working with each other to get richer. How would America be the bastion of freedom if the rich people are no longer ruling it? I bet this guy is not even a stock investor. Goddamn jobless people ruining America. We have 4 entire factories and 2 of them are from selling oil. I wonder if having 50% of your industry come from pumping dead dinosaurs out of the ground will lead to long-term prosperity. I at least hope so. Oh wait, what the fuck? I actually need the Anatolian Civil War to begin in order to go after Kurdistan. So should I go after Syria? They are still at war with a bunch of guys and they only have 9 or 10 divisions. You know what? Let's go. Only gonna get core on this one state, which is not that much. I don't know which one of those to choose. This one would sound better because it gives me daily compliance, but Pan-Syrianism sounds like I can get more cores, and it also unlocks the Brothers of Syria decisions. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so now I'm gonna try to encircle this division. This shouldn't be that hard. And there we go, division encircled, almost. All we have to do now is to take the victory points. Oh, they actually have divisions home. Oh, well, this complicates things a little. Wait a goddamn minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're telling me that they... Oh, the fucker pissed out with everybody. That's why they have so many divisions. God damn it. Okay, this is quite a pickle. Oh, I managed to encircle them. That's good. Don't think I'm gonna be able to kill them though. That might prove to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I got them here, but they don't have any attrition, so I cannot kill them, I think. Oh, actually? Yeah, no, I think I got this. No, fucker, stay there. Okay, I managed to kill him eventually. Took a lot of casualties though. I'm not happy about that. Oh, but the war resumed, so I think I might win. They are not moving any divisions though. Oh, I cannot core them, but I will get some bonuses for it. That sucks, but it's not that bad. Ah, fuck this. Those green guys are stealing the spotlight. They are kinda cocking me. But Syria is at 78%, so I think after this city falls, they will capitulate. So, those guys in the south already took a piece, although I have player-led conferences on, so I'm gonna take everything. Fuck the other guys. I could have done it on my own. Okay, and now actually I'm gonna cancel this focus because I need to go after Kurdistan really fast, because the Turks are after them. Oh, and it looks like Armenia united with the other Caucasian nations, so they cannot get conquered by the Russian National Peasant Republic. Although, spoiler alert, I don't think they will hold. The Russian Empire became a thing. I mean, well, this is pretty big, but calling it an empire, I think it's stretching it a bit. This is like a toddler Russia, let's be serious. Okay, so I took the Kurdish capital and they capitulated to the goddamn Ankara national government. I am also at war with the Sublime Ottoman state and they look pretty goddamn strong, stronger than fucking Turkey. So I will actually have to help them with my 5 divisions that suck. I guess I will try to get this port, but the chances of me succeeding are very slim. Well, it seems like I might actually be able to push. And also I finished my focus tree in 1937. Only got those 3 focuses left, but I cannot do them. So I'm just gonna bank some political power for now. Okay, good to know. The Ottoman troops suck. And this thing is now encircled. 7 divisions. About a quarter of the Ottoman army. That's pretty good. I'm actually getting a lot of war score. I think somebody will get all of Kurdistan. And it's not gonna be Turkey. 1 more encirclement. Well, basically 2 because, yeah, they support. I would like to do unholy stuff in the port of Izmir, but unfortunately the Turks are gonna intervene. And the fuckers are not garrisoning the fort. Nice. Letting all my hard work go to waste. God fucking damn it. Oh my god, they also lost the river here. How can they suck so much? siege. I don't know what the fuck is happening with the Turkish troops, but the Ottomans are pushing in the east. So I'm trying to make a run for it and take Constantinople from them. Maybe they will capitulate. They are at 23%, so yeah. I also started training more divisions. They will arrive soon. And I encircled this pocket by mistake. Oh, new troops finally. Oh fuck, this is bad. They are at 61%, but at least I broke through this crossing. Ah fuck, they took the capital. Oh my god, the Turkish suck. They suck so fucking much. How? Okay, this is gonna be enough? No, they're only at 56%. That's actually really bad. Okay, something happened there, but I honestly don't care. I'm gonna get everything from Kurdistan. And yeah, Turkey can have the rest of it. Although they don't fucking deserve it. There we go, big Assyria. But it can get even bigger. I think I'm actually gonna go for Latakia and Lebanon. They seem easier to defeat than Iraq. Oh, okay, yeah. Lebanon is not that easy to defeat actually. Let's try to fool them into attacking me then. Oh fuck, it worked a little bit too well. Okay, we're safe. No need to worry. Okay, I think this is better. Going to also farm a lot of experience. Honestly, in hindsight, I should have done this from the beginning. This would have been way easier. And that's 2/3 of the Lebanese army dead. I still have no goddamn manpower. Don't know where I can get some of that from, but certainly not from Iraq. And I don't know if those 8 divisions are gonna be enough. I see a lot of red bubbles that I don't like. How the fuck is the one horse who looks like this holds better than the goddamn infantry that looks like this? Hearts of iron for logic. Well, yeah, in theory, I don't need more divisions if I can just make the enemy have less divisions. That's actually pretty smart. Now we are just about equal. I don't know how this works, but if the enemy attacks, they push me. If I attack, I push the enemy. I think we are both just paper tigers or something like that. Does that even make sense? I don't think so. I play Hearts of Iron. I don't need to make sense. Oh my fucking god, they walk past my capital. But I think I capitulated them with that. Yep. Big Assyrian Republic. Oh, nice. I have planes now. Too bad that I don't have any men to pilot those planes. We got one more focus to do, but I need to own Al-Ishkanadur. I didn't get a war goal on this one, so I will justify by traditional means. I somehow lost a division. I don't remember where, but it's fine. Is that really it? Do we just get a name change? Is this lame? I actually don't know if this was the best idea. It doesn't do that much really. Maybe this one would have been way better. I mean, it almost certainly would. Those are my cores, by the way. Only 1.75 million people. And I'm gonna need to go to service by requirement when I go to war because I don't have enough for garrisons even. Ah, finally some good fucking news. The Yankees got it. Oh my fucking... You know what? I take it back. This is horrible. I thought they would have split into like 2 or maybe 3. Not this. Oh, hello there, Mexico. Seems like they also got a little piece of the pie. This is absolutely useless barren territory, but at least they got it back after so many years. Oh yeah, I cannot really push those guys because my divisions lack manpower, so I am waiting for it to mobilize a little bit. Might actually bait some attacks in the meantime. That's what a smart person would do. Yeah, there they come. Well, maybe they are a bit too strong. Okay, we are now Great Assyria. That's nice, but does it fix anything? No, it fucking doesn't. We literally don't get anything in return. I feel so used. Well, oh, France is going knee deep in the German Socialist Republic. I don't know how to read that. We also have the Kingdom of Romania. We have Turbo Yugoslavia, Fiume just became Italy, and the Free Sonorados of Volozlegla. That one. Hey yo guys, what's your favorite imaginary US state? Mine is the Butler Clique. Whatever the fuck this is supposed to mean. Oh, they have a cool buffalo on their flag. That's nice. No focus tree though. That's a shame. Maybe I wanted to do a Butler Clique World Conquest. How would I do that now? Oh, let's go the state of Jefferson. Like the guy Thomas. They also don't have a focus tree. A couple of those nations have, like the big ones. Oh, never mind. The South states don't. But California has one, which is cool. So yeah, back to the Middle East. Why? What did I do? I only made Syria great again. With democracy, I guess? The focus tree kept yapping something about republics and democracy, but this doesn't seem like democracy. Anyway, why the fuck Italy? I wanted to invade the Kingdom of Syria, but they fucking have 40 divisions and I only have 7. And all my manpower went into garrisons. So this is all I have. 7 mere divisions from Great Syria. Don't make me laugh. So it's been a while and Italy did not actually declare war on me. They're actually getting invaded by Yugoslavia. I don't know how this shit happened, but I think they turned the tide of the war because Germany was pushed until fucking Bohemia right here. But they are now pushing back. But anyway, I am gonna start justifying on those guys now. I managed to get my hands on some manpower and I trained a bunch of divisions. Well, actually, 6 more divisions, and I think that's enough. Those guys might suck, so I think I can do this. Actually, maybe I can train 1 more. Yeah, that's nice. And this is the template. I cannot afford anything more than this. Alright, war goal is ready. I'm afraid of those guys. Are they gonna attack me? Yeah. My fucking god, I'm gonna get encircled instantly. This is not good. Get there, man. Oh, the clutch reinforcement. That's nice. And now let's hit them with the Uno reverse. Get fucking encircled, noob. There we go, 6 divisions. This is high level gaming, guys. Don't get too impressed. I can do even cooler stuff. No, wait, actually that was a fucking lie. Don't have expectations, please. You know, it's way better to under-promise and over-deliver than the other way around. Okay, what the fuck do I do now? This front line looks pretty strong. Oh wait, those guys don't have supply. Oh, never mind, they were bluffing. Okay, please attack me again. Casualties be bossing though. 1 to 10. Oh, and they are at 54%. Damn. Okay, let's do the good old scheme. Slowly taking troops out of the front line to see if they bite. They, in fact, did not bite. Okay, all I needed was to attack from 2 different sides. I don't know why my divisions don't consider Beirut part of the front, but that's fine, because the enemy probably doesn't consider it part of the front either, because it was empty for a while and they did not walk into it. I like encirclements. Encirclements make happy chemical in brain. Brain feels happy. No longer existential dread. Oh my fucking god. My troops also did not consider Damascus part of the front, actually. Okay, we got it. Keeping that 10-to-1 ratio. Capitulated. The Fertile Crescent is united at last. Under the great Assyrian state, of course. Bolivia won the war. Oh no, wait. They're actually still at war. I thought they pissed out. Okay, then there is still a chance. Nothing is happening in the USA. I thought there would be a huge civil war, but I guess the USA is just boring as ever. Germany is just about to finish France, and Yugoslavia now owns all of Italy. Russia is also at war with some guys, and the worst thing of all that happened, Ireland has been unified under the British Ireland. A great loss for everybody. Okay, so yeah, this was Great Assyria in Red Flood. It fucking sucks. Oh wait, what the fuck? I can balkanize the Levant? Okay, why not? Oh, this was bad. Okay, anyway, playing Assyria is kind of bare bones, but I won't really call it fun, but it made me chuckle a little bit. It would have been nice to actually get some cores, but well, in the end we managed. Even with 0 manpower. There are other paths, but they seem kind of the same. I don't know. But the mod is cool, trust me. You can play pretty much everything else, except the Prussian Congo. Also, don't play this one. So yeah, as I said in the beginning, you have the link of this mod in the description. I don't know, is this mod even that niche? Let me check. I feel like people do know about Red Flood. Oh yeah, they have 200k unique visitors. Well, yeah, then they don't need my help. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this far into the video. Don't forget to check the other links in the description, they are pretty important for me. And as always, I would like to thank my Patreons for supporting me every single month. Flossy, Tommy Leawan, Arctic, CJ, Matra, Devante, Thunder, Grongwegs, Windows Mistake Edition, Gates Licor, Alexandru Cătălin Damian, Jack M, Blocky, and Erika Mannerheim. Thank you guys again, and until next time, don't forget, put your life together.